Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program Faith and Astrology on NTR TV. We've been doing this program for many years, for many times. You have watched, you followed our TV program about astrology. Our astrology understanding is not on fortune telling, but it's on reality, it's on seeing the planets as the signs of the god, not gods or mythology. We explained astrology according to reality of Wahi, monotheism, and we always try to give you information according to Islamic astrology, centered by Kaaba, and we always gave you some information about this. Today we are going to talk about the sun eclipse on 8th April. There's going to be a sun eclipse on 8th April, and this is going to affect the world and also our lives, and also gives this eclipse gives us some signs and some important duties we are going to follow, we must follow. What is this? First of all, this sun eclipse on Aries is giving us the advice to be, calm down, and we must control our anger. We must control ourselves, and we are in Ramadan, and of course Ramadan helps us to keep the control very well, because Ramadan is the worship of fire elements, because Ramadan means also oven, and the Ramadan in Arabic language, when we translate in English, it is oven, and it fries us, because we are not eating, we are not drinking, we are learning to be patient. We are learning to understand the poor people of the west part of Kaaba. West part of Kaaba is fire also. So, coming back to sun eclipse on 8th of April this year, 2024, unfortunately in the world, there are some terrible wars, in Ukraine and also in Gaza. A lot of civilians and babies, children died in Gaza under the siege of Israeli attacks. And we are praying for the poor people in Gaza. And we want international communities, international area should do something for Gaza, because children, nearly 15,000 babies died in there, and also many civilians died, and we are watching videos about that. And unfortunately, there is also another sign. Some Zionists, they are going to try to demolish, pull down Masjid al-Aqsa. We warn this is not going to be a wise idea, because this is going to ignite maybe Third World War in Middle East, starting from Middle East. First World War started in Balkan Peninsula, but the Third World War can start around of Masjid al-Aqsa. Every Muslim has to be very has to focus Masjid al-Aqsa very much, and forcing the governments to do something for Gaza is very important, because this sun eclipse either can bring peace or can bring terrible war conditions, not only in Gaza, but spreading from Masjid al-Aqsa around of Middle East and also the other countries in the world. So we hope this is not going to happen, and the most important zikr of this sun eclipse is Ya Salam wal Halim, Ya Basit wal Fattah wal Latif wal Salam wal Vedud wal Halim Jalla Jalaluhu. Zikr is very important every Tuesday. So I kindly request you to do this zikr on Tuesdays, and also I request you to give charity. Any woman with child, those in need, really important these days. Following 6 months long, this sun eclipse is going to affect the world and also our lives, according to the horoscopes. So what is the message of this sun eclipse? For the Aries, a new door opens, the old door closes for general, for the Aries people. Anyone who is Aries or ascendant is Aries, moon is Aries, should recite starting with Ya Basit wal Fattah, as I told you seconds ago. And you must recite this zikr together with charity, please. And when I request you to do this just before the sunrise. What about Taurus? Taurus should do this at the same time, morning prayer time. But this kind of sun eclipse is going to affect Taurus people, emotional side, and also some spiritual things. Any Taurus will leave some parts of spiritual things, and new things will come in their life. So to make it better, I kindly request them to recite the zikr and giving this charity on Tuesday morning time. Also, after the sunrise, about 40 minutes later, that can be possible also. What about Gemini? Gemini is going to be affected with this sun eclipse, with the organizations and the new friendships. Some Gemini people will leave some friends and some old friends because of some reasons, but they are going to start a new friendship in their lives. So I kindly request them to recite this zikr on Tuesday in between 9 and 11 o'clock in the morning time. What about Cancer? Cancer is very emotional horoscope, and I kindly request Cancer people, they are going to be affected after the sun eclipse about career and work, and they must start new program and new plans for their careers. This is going to be very good for them. This is going to open a great doors and windows of their life. So I kindly request them to start this recite and giving this charity on Tuesdays in between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock before the sun is at the top of the day. The 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock is the best time for doing this ritual. What about Leo? Leo is going to be affected by new era for education, especially any Leo who is getting ready for university, for learning new things or learning languages. This is going to be a very good period for them. And after completing this recite, zikr, and also giving charity, this is going to be great for them. Please, the Leo people should follow what I told them about education, about learning languages, going other countries. This is also important. When they go other countries, before setting on the road, before going to other countries, they must give a charity also. This is going to be good for them. This is also Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, before he was setting on the road, he was giving charity, and then he was starting his journey. And what about Virgo? Virgo any Virgo who is following any court cases, any Virgo who is interested in astrology, psychology, learning these sciences, this is the right time for them, especially after completing this recite, and also this charity should be given afternoon. In the afternoon prayer, they should do this, please. What about Libra? This is very important for Libra because a few days ago, Libra lived lunar eclipse, and now the sun eclipse, solar eclipse starting, so they must pay attention for their marriages. So I kindly request them to do this recite and also giving charity. Before the sun goes down, 40 minutes before or 1 hour before starting this recite, giving this charity is going to be very helpful for their marriages, really. What about Scorpio? The Scorpio should pay attention for their health care. And any Scorpio who is ill or who is having difficulties these days, they should pay attention for their health. And reciting the zikr and also paying money, giving charity, any poor person, this is going to be great for them, for their health also. Any working Scorpio doing service, and they must focus their service work much more better these days, especially 6 months long. This period is going to be great for them. What about Sagittarius? Sagittarius people, they should focus their children these days, and especially pregnant Sagittarius, they must follow this recite, and also this charity should be given any poor person, those in need, and inshallah they're going to have a great birth. They're going to give a good birth. And inshallah they will have good children in this period. And what about Capricorn? Capricorn should focus their parents mostly. Any Capricorn for better relations with parents these days. This recite and the charity should be given on time on Tuesday. This is going to be great for them, really, especially before the midnight, after the sun goes down on Mondays. This is going to be a good time for them. What about Aquarius? Aquarius should pay attention for the relations with their siblings, and they may have some arguments, and for stopping this, for having better relations with siblings, I kindly request any Aquarius following this recite and also giving charity to those in need. This is going to be great for them, really. And also, if they are going to give a presentation, or if they're going to start new communicative work, and they must do this recite, especially after the midnight on Tuesday. It's a great period for them, great time for them. What about Pisces? Pisces income is very wavy these periods, 6 months long, and I kindly request Pisces to be careful while they're buying something or selling something, and or for their incomes, and I request them to give their charity and also zakah. In fact, these days are very important for them, really. Yes, we completed our sun eclipse according to horoscopes. I hope you follow this our zikr. Let me remind you our zikr. Ya basit vel fettah vel latif vel selam vel vedut vel halim. Why these names of Allah, because Basit is opening Allah, simplifying Allah. Fattah is the same also. And the Latif is giving pleasure. And He gives, He donates, and you get pleasures, and you get peaceful. And Salam means Allah, the God who gives peace in heart. And Vedut is loving God. And also lastly, Halim. Halim means soft, not punishing immediately. These are very important names of Allah. So when you do this zikr, and inshallah, a new door, a new window will be opened in your life. Ayhan Özcimbit, Faith and Astrology, NTR TV. Thank you very much for being with us.